Who you ride with? Who you vibe with? Who you rap with? London Mazzani, ayy. London Mazzani, ayy. London Mazzani, ayy. London Mazzani, ayy. Who you rock with? Who you ride with? Who you vibe with? Who you rap with?
Hey now, babies. It's Grandma London Rex, and we got another one that you are gonna be shocked about, okay? Now I got my tea. Come sit with me, and let's get on into this mess. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go now. So, basically, the story we getting into today is that this young lady's, her friend, so-called, her best friend, ended up with who? No other than her ex-boyfriend. Let's get into this now.
Story time about how my ex-boyfriend and my ex-best friend are engaged to be married right after we broke up. Disclaimer, I'm using fake names, and also please do not get into it with any of their family members on social media because I've already dealt with that. Okay, so boyfriend and I were together for about a year and a half. We lived together, we had a dog together. We broke up beginning of January. His friend and I were friends for about 5 to 6 years. I would have considered her my sister. I was very close with her parents. She was there for me in a lot of dark times, and I feel like I was there for her. I told her pretty much everything about my life. So me and boyfriend started having consistent issues, and I think we both just kind of realized things weren't going to work out. Towards the end of last year, I had a trip planned to go see my mom in Pennsylvania for the holidays. He didn't want to go. We were going to also take a drive up to New York City to go experience that around Christmas time. He didn't want to go. So I brought my best friend with me, and she saw my family for the holidays, and we went up to New York together. So on this trip, I'm kind of talking to her about our relationship and how I'm kind of conflicted on what to do. And she's very adamant that I should break up with him. She's telling me I deserve better. We should have been engaged already. All of the things. Yeah. Anywho, so when I get back from New York, I'm pretty positive that that's kind of how things are gonna go. Anywho, beginning of January, we end up breaking up. About mid-January, I packed all my things and moved in with my friend. So through all this, I'm talking to my best friend. I'm saying, you know, like how I feel about the situation. She's coaching me through this whole thing, like so excited to have a hot girl summer. She's so glad I'm single for the first time. Like, wow. He was terrible anyways. You know, like, mind you, through the relationship, she always said he wasn't attractive. He always said she was very outgoing. I'll word it that way.
Don't say nothing to them or the family, online, on the internet, nothing. But you over here telling the whole story online on the internet. You already know how social media works, especially with a story like this. You already know what's going to happen. I don't understand why you think you gonna get on here and try to tell people don't go and say nothing to them or the family because you done already dealt with it. Now, if you done already been in a situation where people going back and forth and arguing, why would you put it on social media? Yeah, all right. Moving forward, ma'am. You keep laughing. Are you nervous? You know, I'm gonna give you benefit of that. You nervous? Is it a nervous laugh? Or is it a laugh? Like, what is the laughing about? Oh, this is serious, okay? This is a very serious topic right now. You're laughing. This is a serious topic. And it's serious because later on down the line, if you don't learn your lesson from this and you over here smiling, same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Same thing make you laugh, make you cry. So I hope it's just a nervous laugh. If you're laughing because of the situation, I don't think it's funny at all. I think you need to to be on your antennas moving forward, ma'am. Another thing, you're telling her all your business. You said she's like a sister, all this and that. Does she know your social security number? She know when you go in and out the bathroom? You're telling her all your business. Never tell anybody all your business. She already know too much. She know the play, she know the game. You done gave her all your business and she probably didn't tell you all her business. You ran your mouth and told her everything. And she probably only gave you a section of that. Keep your mouth closed and your ears open, all right? Moving forward, the trip. He didn't want to go on the trip with you once. He didn't want to go on the trip with you twice. You should have knew it was about to be an end case on that. And she all in your ear saying, y'all don't need to be together. Let him go. Let him go. Then I'm not necessarily saying that's a red flag. So moving forward, ma'am, you said your BF break. Yeah, I already said that, talking about breaking up with him and all that different type of stuff. And then you said they didn't really get along. He didn't really like her. She didn't really like him. You said she was she was a very outgoing. We know what that means. And from the last time I checked, certain type of guys like very outgoing type of women. Peep what I'm saying, baby. Peep what I'm saying. Very outgoing type of women. I don't like her. She's very outgoing. From the last time I checked, those be the main ones that'll slide up in it. That will be quick to do a home run up in him, all right? Will be quick for him to try to do a home run up in her, all right? If you know what I'm saying, slide, touchdown, pass the play, baby. All right, let's move it on. Yes, sending him pictures of the body. Now, girl, how you gonna let another woman send body shots to your man? I don't give a hallelujah. If he was a custodian worker, I wouldn't give a hallelujah. If he was a firefighter and the house is burning down, he ain't going to save him. He ain't saving that very outgoing person. All right, peep the game, baby, peep the game. But anyway, baby, girl, never, and I mean never let another woman send your man another picture, especially your best friend. Now, if he at work or whatever like that, everything that's going on, if it's through the work, yeah, they can talk about it at work, but all these body shots going through my man's phone, I don't think so. Only body shot needs to be this body right here, all right? No, baby, red flag. And like I said, let's draw the line here, baby. He said she was a very outgoing person. And all of a sudden, now she's sending him body pictures. Peep the game, baby. Don't let it peep you. All right, let's get back into it.
They never really had nice things to say about each other. They communicated some over text. She was trying to do a bodybuilding show, so she would send him pictures, kind of, to get his opinion because he was a personal trainer. And I allowed it because these are the two people I trusted most in my life. Like, this is my sister and I thought was going to be husband. Anyways, so me and him end up deciding it's hard for us to be away from each other, and so we're going to work on things. So this is going on for the span of like January. There was actually a big snowstorm in Arkansas, and we ended up like staying together, eating dinner together, all the things, like basically being together, but we weren't. Beginning of February comes around, he's kind of being a little bit iffy, like the week leading up to Valentine's Day. I come to him about it Friday night, the day before Valentine's Day, I think it was. He's very adamant. I asked him several times, are you seeing another girl? He promised to my face, like on the phone, no. I was like, if you are, just tell me. Anyways, he then turns off his location, and I'm like, why'd you turn your location off? And he's like, there's no reason. I'm like, okay. So he's like, do you want me to just leave you alone for tonight? And like, I won't bother you. Like, I know you're really going through it. I try to call him and he doesn't answer. So then I'm like, okay, mind you, my apartment that I'm staying in now with my friend is like right across the street from our old apartment. I drive past. I'm just a girl. He's not home. Okay. I call my best friend. You know, hey, he's not home. I think he's with a girl. She's like on the phone with me like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like basically lying to my face. Okay. So I go to bed the next morning. I wake up, I go up to his work and I confront him because he has yet to answer me. And I'm like, hey, I know you were with a girl last night. Like, just be honest with me. You know, I would have never done this to you. You know the deal. I don't even have to go there. Anyways, he's kind of just like laughing in my face and tells me he's been talking to another girl for like over a week. I call my best friend as soon as I leave and I'm like, I'm never talking to him again. Like, this is so hurtful. And she's like, oh my gosh, that sucks so bad. Like, forget him anyways, you know. Well, then she starts becoming distant. I planned to move to Pennsylvania to be with my family. That was kind of just like the final push that I needed. I'd already been thinking about it. So I'm getting ready to move. I'm trying to like call her about seeing each other and hanging out, and she's like kind of dodging me. Anyways, I finally moved to Pennsylvania. I get a call. Shout out Ella Kate. She calls me and lets me know that actually our old sorority sister spotted them together in the Home Goods. My ex-best friend and my ex-boyfriend. They were shopping together. I text them both a paragraph about how I felt about that situation, and she kind of just responded with, this was never supposed to happen. Like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sorry. I know you're never gonna talk to me again. Yeah. I never really got answers as to how, why, when, where, any of the things. And yeah, and then I found out through the grapevine that they're now engaged.
Wow.
That was February. It is now June the 1st. I found out they were hanging out mid-March. So there's no telling, no, like beginning of March. There's no telling how long that was going on for. I'm assuming she was with him the night before Valentine's Day when I was calling, trying to figure out who he was with. I don't speak to either of them anymore, honestly. If you guys support that situation, please block me, because I don't want to associate with you, because that's sick and weird. In all seriousness, I laugh about the situation frequently. I think it's hilarious. Maybe I can't process it yet, but you know, if people can do that to someone, then they deserve each other. I wish them nothing but blessings and pray for them and hope that God works in their lives, because that is not very kind to do to someone. So yeah, happy wife, happy life.
All right, baby, let's get on up into it. You trusted both of them. You trusted a man that wasn't consistent. Y'all was already having difficulties, ups and downs. He didn't want to go to places with you. What are you trusting? There's no real commitment. There's no engagement. There's no wedding ring. And you're putting all your trust in him. You're putting all your trust into her, telling her all your business. Now they both know everything about you, I'm sure. And you only probably know 10% about them. And if you know a little bit extra, because some people want to argue up and down, they probably didn't tell you everything like you told them, baby. Let's keep it real. And obviously they didn't, because if they did, you would have knew they was together. Yeah, you would have seen more of the signs. You would have knew, and yeah, you probably just missed a couple, you know. But moving forward, you said y'all started working on things, and then also you asked him about another woman. He said he had been talking to another woman for a week, all right? So boom, he gave you your answer, clear in your face. At least he told you that. At least he was honest. He didn't sugarcoat about that. Not saying he was right, but he told you, and you had a choice to move on from there. Another thing, you said he turned off his location and asked if you wanted to be left alone. He knew he was guilty. He was guilty, but when he asked you that, he was trying to use reverse psychology on you, baby. Turned the location off and asked, do you want to be left alone? Messing with your mental. Peep the game, don't let it peep you. All right, moving forward. And then you said, when you called, he did not answer. And when you drove past his house, he was not there. He had already made the move. He had already made the move. You had already had all the information you needed to know right then and there. He told you he had been talking to another girl for a week. He turned off his location, asked if you wanted to be left alone. He didn't answer your phone call, and you drove by his house and he was not there. He was arguing with somebody else. Yeah, so whatever you thought that y'all was fixing, once he told you that when y'all was having the difficulties and y'all tried to make it work, he was already gone. He was already gone, baby. And I know it might hurt, but it's reality. You gotta peep it. Now, another thing he said, you talked to your friend and she acted like she was concerned, all that, as she should, and all that. She's supposed to be a concerned friend. And soon as she found out that y'all broke up or whatever, she started pulling away. So you should have put on your Blue's Clues and Titters. Scooby-Dooby-Doo snooped out the scene. Yeah. Jinkies. And put the context together. Not jump to conclusions, but keep your eyes and ears open and your mouth shut. All right, next. They were spotted out by your sorority sister. All right, so there with your answer there. They were engaged. Valentine's Day, he did pick up. You was wondering who he was with and all that different type of stuff. Man, this is just a whole mess. Downhill spiral. Downhill spiral, man. Now I want to say this to you because you said you think it's funny because you haven't fully processed it yet. And I just want to tell you this. This is not funny. It's not a game. You might be laughing because you're nervous or because you're embarrassed, baby. But let me tell you something. This needs to be a lesson. This needs to be an eye-opener. You need to pay attention. Stop talking so much. Stop telling your business so much. Stop trusting everybody so much. Keep your eyes and ears open and your what? Your mouth shut. Peep the game. Don't let it peep you. Okay? Them dogs over there get on my Lord Heaven Jesus nerves. But we're going to keep running anyway. All right, and then at the end of it all, you said, happy wife, happy life. Man, who are you trying to convince at this point? That laugh at the end, I know that type of laugh. Happy wife, happy life. Trying to laugh it off. Laugh to keep from crying. Laugh and keep from crying. But you shouldn't have put it on the internet. But in my opinion, you wanted to blast them online. You wanted to blast them online. And you did. But let me tell you one thing about online. It sticks forever, baby. And I just want you to learn your lesson from this. And if you don't learn anything else, keep your eyes open. You better like, comment, share, subscribe, baby.